Good morning, everyone. How you doing today? A little bit early getting started. I do have got to get out and get my sister to the doctor this morning. One of the things that I do here in Eastern Kentucky. Yep. So she's doing fine. That's my sister Irma. She's doing well. I just want to let everybody know if you're watching over on Facebook or whatever. But she has an appointment at the X-ray clinic um, at Appalachian Regional Hospital, ARH. So yeah, she's doing fine. She's all set to go. She's ready. I'm set. Mom's doing well today. For those of you who are asking, yeah, who want to know, Mom's doing well. Well, I should say she's doing as well as can be expected. There's still a lot of cognitive decline, stuff like that going on, but nonetheless, she's 86, and yeah, so can't see real well and can't hear real well. So I have to make sure she gets her medicine and all that kind of stuff and all that. And then my brother is obviously having some serious, severe COPD stuff going on, lung issues, breathing. And so, yeah, got a lot going on here. So that's the reason I came back to Eastern Kentucky, was because they needed me here. And that's the most important thing I've got going, other than my own kids, my 4 children and 8 grandkids scattered around the country. A bunch of them. Oh my God, yeah. Let's see. There's two daughters in Texas, 2 grandsons, not daughters. Shoot, 2 daughters down in Alabama, 2 grandsons in Alabama, granddaughter in Texas, son in Arizona, and daughter, ex-wife, and 4 grandkids out in Kansas, and another grandchild in Wisconsin. So, yeah, I've got family everywhere. We're all military people, former military people, or even in some cases current. So, yeah, that's what we do, folks. We are committed to helping other people as much as possible. It's just, being there for others. So, really, that's a large part of what it's all about. Is just making sure that we're there for somebody else, and that we do our part. And I'm really blessed to be able to do that. I'm really blessed to be able to say that I've got, the ability and the time and the resources to be able to make this happen where I can help. And my cousin's doing all right. I suspect that she's fine. So big shout out to all of them, my mom and brother, sister, and cousin in Eastern Kentucky, and much love, much respect and appreciation for them, and obviously for my 4 children. Like I said, we're everywhere. I wanted to make sure that I got them out of Eastern Kentucky, because that's where the family's from. All of our family is from there originally, is Eastern Kentucky. But I wanted to make sure those kids got away from here and didn't become part of the totem pole gene pool that's around here. It's kind of weird, but yeah, I'm big into family history and stuff like that. And I've been doing family history since 77, 78, probably 1978, on and off, many years of this. And it's been exciting and challenging at times. It's been a lot of fun, but the people here in Eastern Kentucky are extremely strong and resilient, and some really good people here. There really are, and I'm so glad that to be a part of this community here in Eastern Kentucky. It's just amazing how many great people there are here, and just phenomenal, good people, good spirit, good morals, good everything. I mean, it's really a good place. But I am glad that I got my kids away from here, my 4 kids. I didn't want them to have offspring that were also their cousins. So I wanted to, a little bit of genetic diversity is important. Expand that gene pool a little bit. So my kids are everywhere, and their families are from everywhere but here. And it's fun, really, to look at all this kind of stuff. You can go check your neighbor out down the road and find out that we're all related. Everybody, everybody at some point, you can find out. You can find it that we're all related, and but that's just the way it is. It's very fascinating. My family, particularly, my family goes back. They first moved here to Eastern Kentucky like in 1795 from Virginia. They left Russell County, Virginia, and moved over into Kentucky. At the time, it was Floyd County, Kentucky. It's now Pike County, Kentucky. Then they started moving into West Virginia. Actually, at that time, it was Virginia. It was the western parts of Virginia. It didn't become West Virginia until 1863, right in the middle of the Civil War. But yeah, family was there, part of the communities. Alden Williamson, the first one who started this bunch around here, he was last commissioned as a lieutenant in the Virginia militia, and served in the Battle of Point Pleasant, which is the war right before the Revolutionary War started. And it was like the precursor to it, I suppose, 1774. But anyway, so yeah, the family's been here for a long time on both sides. And so the family tree goes out, and then it all goes in, because Alden had like 13 kids, I think, with two different wives. His first wife died, and he had this second wife. And my mom's related to the first side, and my dad's related to the second side. So it's really fascinating, to me it is, it really is. So, but I wanted to make sure my kids didn't blend completely here. But anyway, so I've got some things I need to do today, which take care of my sister. She's got an appointment she's got to take care of. So I've got to get that done for her. That's 11:30 Eastern. I got a little bit of time. It's 10:15 or so now, I think, around there. Yeah, almost. And but there's been a lot of stuff in the news, that I wanted to touch upon. Just briefly, every day it seems like there's something else going on where this administration and its supporters go after people who aren't like them. They don't want us around, so that's very plain and obvious. Okay. And we've got some crazy people in our own community too, who are doing some crazy stuff. Okay. And every time someone does something crazy in our community, whether it's, statistically part of the thing that goes on with any population, all populations have these kind of things going on, but when somebody in our community does something stupid, it gets amplified. And last week, there was a person here in Kentucky who goes by they, them pronouns and got into a road rage incident. Got shot. Not killed, but shot. Became very aggressive. And we need to call these things out. So the person in Kentucky, Graham Bain, I believe, is their name. I'm calling you out right now. You got to calm this crap down. You got to start thinking about the impact of your actions on others, and just be the better person. Okay, be the better person. And it's something that can be done. You just have to make sure that everything you do reflects on not good on you, but good on all of us, and good on America for that matter. Don't go around and just being an asshole all the time. All right, it just doesn't cut it. And so those things happen, and as I said before, I'm going to call it out. And it was just plain ignorance to be able to do that, to go out and do that, because obviously the libs of TikTok picked it up. And obviously these things go on all across the country, in all populations and all demographics. It happens all the time. But yet, when someone in our community does it, then it gets amplified. And they're saying it's just more examples of trans violence. Jeez, really? Come on. But anyway, it's going to get called out. And those who want to see us even further dismissed from society and disenfranchised from society, they're going to amplify every single thing that we do, right, wrong, or actually they're doing all the wrong stuff. Everything wrong that we do, that any one person does, that you also find in every other demographic population in the country, then it's going to be amplified and used as a wedge to drive us further apart from our families and friends and communities. So what's the path forward with all of this? How do we move forward? Well, one is you got to start policing your own actions. Be a good person. Find something that is beneficial for the community in which you live, work, and play. Find something there that can be beneficial, okay? Contribute to the society where you are, or your families where you are. Find some way to ingratiate yourself into your local communities and be yourself. Like, hey, I'm going to go out today and I'm going to take my sister to the doctor, and everybody around here already knows I'm here. I don't shy away from it. I'm me all the time, just like this. What you hear and what you see is what you get. Okay. So, I mean, I interact with people all the time. Got other things I have to do today too, but the first part, the biggest thing is I've got to get my sister to the doctor. And it's not very far away from here where I live to get to the hospital. It may take 15-minute drive, maybe, if that. Maybe about 15 minutes probably. But, that's do something that's visible every day that is not horrendous on all of us. Doesn't make us all look like crap, Just be a good person. And you can do it. We're strong. We're one of the people like to say, oh, it doesn't take much to do you. No, yeah, it does. For one thing, me personally, there is no reverse button. I can't back up. I'm not going to back up. I refuse. I can't. I mean, it's not even a matter of refusal. I am who I am, and whether you like it or not, that's just the way it is. Get over it. All right? It's just the way it is. I don't have the option. The option was never even ever have been or never will be considered to go crawl under the floorboard in the closet again. No, I'm not going to do it. I did that for a long time, 5 decades. Not doing it again, folks. That's dangerous for me and everyone around me. No, I'm not doing that. No. I mean, that's not even an option, not even a consideration. It's the furthest thing from my mind. There are others in the community who have the choice to be able to do that, to go back and forth if they want to hide. That's fine. Blend in however you wish. Be you as well as you can be. And whatever your level of comfort is, then be real about it and stop cowering. Come on, let's stand up. Go be yourself. Yes, it can take courage, folks. So let me tell you a little story real quick, and then we'll get off here. Shortly after I went public with myself, and I had some restaurants that I was owned out in Missouri, okay? I went public, and I I think it was like 2 or 3 days where I'd been out in the public, and one of my restaurants came, and one of my members from the restaurant came and said, hey, we need to get some veggies from the local store. They didn't bring some on our truck or supply truck, U.S. Foods. And so I got their list of what they needed, and I said, okay, so how am I going to do this? Because my hair was a lot shorter, and I didn't really fit in quite well. I knew it. I knew I was an oddball. But I knew that if I cowered from that moment forward, I would never be able to move forward at all. Period. Okay, so what did I do? Went to the local Walmart. And rather than parking up front, running in, getting the stuff that I needed and get back out to the car, go back to the restaurant and all that with this stuff, I parked on the farthest side from the doors I could possibly get, way out in the back of the parking lot, far, far way out there. And I grabbed the steering wheel with both hands and I said, okay, Marine, open that door and march. because there was a lot of trepidation. And, you know, obviously I understand all that. So, but what did I do? I opened that door and I marched in there, held my head up, and I walked right into the furthest place from the grocery side as I could get. Walked up and down the aisles, got my stuff, walked calmly back out to my car, and I've never once looked back. Never. Whenever all the old people would get together and meet at Hardee's or whatever, you know, I made it a point of being out there every morning for breakfast. Why? One, to show them that I'm not backing down, and two, to show myself that I'm not backing down too. It takes a lot of strength to be able to pull that off. A lot of courage. It does. It really does. And that's what we're made of, folks. That's who we are. And we're very strong and resilient. We've gone through stuff that no one else could possibly ever experience or understand. And we've come through the other side. We've been in the military, many of us, myself included, in the Navy and the Corps. I've been in there, I've done these things, I've been there, done all of this. But yet, I'm still strong and resilient because I know what it takes. You've got to be like Icarus, the person standing over on the ocean trying to learn how to speak. Well, Icarus tried to fly, I guess, but whichever one wanted to do the speaking, I forget now. But anyway, so put pebble in his mouth and then go for it. Well, you do it. Just put one foot in front of the other, do the best you can where you are, and continue living your life as best as you possibly can. Now, don't put yourself in any kind of stupid, dangerous place, okay? Obviously, we all know where those are, all right? Don't go do something stupid to get yourself hurt. But you know your environment better than anyone else, and you know what you can do. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and just say, okay, I'll see you all later. I've got to get my sister to the doctor, and I'll jump back on sometime later, talk about some other things. Have a great one, everybody.